What is up? We are back, the OTT Sports Network, on the air with you live at the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado, where your Warriors are about to take on Team Wyoming in their second bout of the evening. And before we even get started, I've got to give a shout out here. I'm Harry Haviland, back on the mic and on the camera with Shooter McGowan, who's fresh off the plane from Sri Lanka. And
Sri Lanka, Singapore,
Sri Lanka,
somewhere out
Shanghai, somewhere east of the airport. We've talked about this. Our wives did an amazing job. The Mimosa Mums on the microphone this morning.
I love it. Mimosa Moms.
The Mimosa Mums, yep. I listened to it on my way back from my work event this morning at the Valley Golf Course, and couldn't be prouder of them. I thought we were going to lose our jobs, but they were quick to hand it back over tonight.
I was certain that we were losing our jobs, but Diane did look like, do you need any sort of help when I came on up? So, I don't know.
We had a thorough conversation about it. She talked about how nervous she was before it came on, and then by the end of that first period, or maybe by the end of the second mimosa, everything was good. I'm not sure. But
the important thing is, how did you golf?
I actually golfed really well today. I got a birdie. I don't get birdies that often. So I was pretty happy with myself. I shot a 46 on the front nine. That's amazing for me.
That's great. Well
so
done.
I was pretty happy with that. But now it's back into hockey mode. These guys won this morning. I believe the final score was 6-2.
6-2. I was watching it from San Francisco Airport.
San Francisco, maybe? Oh, that was it. There was another S in there. I knew we were talking about something.
Sri Lanka, Singapore, San Francisco, making the rounds.
And most importantly, I don't know, you got here late. You know who's in the building today? You know who was in the locker room with the boys before this game?
Jack Holat.
Jack Holat is back.
Holat. The Minnesota keeps coming out.
Jack is back, fresh out of brain surgery on Monday morning. He is at the rink tonight with your boys. The boys have got to be pumped. They're playing this one for him. 100% shooter.
No doubt. I mean, as I just told Stan, I always thought Jack was an awesome kid, but he is such a, I got to be PC about the way that I say this, but he is a tough
You know
boy.
what?
I was going to say something else, but he's a tough boy.
When you're talking about him in this caliber, I think we can say whatever we want about how tough that kid is.
He is a tough motherfucker.
I'll
say it that way, okay?
We can say
Speaking
it that
of the devil,
way.
there he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's up in the press box with
He's
us.
coming on up. There he is. Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, buddy.
Jack is back! Look at this guy right here. You guys saw him last in Michigan. We're going to get him on the camera in the intermission. We're going to talk about it all. But right now, we're set to drop the puck against Team Wyoming. Looks like Toto, Madeo, and Woolley out there to start this one with Moore and Kolchevsky on the far side. Simon Prokop taking his stance between the pipes for your team. We got DJ Kane on the bench backing him up this weekend. But his true backup is in the press box, and that's what is most important to us. Moore coming back, they're going to let that one go. Icing's going to be the call starting this one off. These 15-minute periods wind down to 14:38. 0-0 game as we started up here at Edge Ice Arena, the OTT Sports Network. Harry Haviland, Shooter McGavin, live on the mic with you. Toto bending down into this one, trying to get off to a quick start. Your Warriors in the offensive zone. Are we going to have one of these refs again that has to set everything up perfect? That one's one back over. Madeo gets a shot on net, steered away by the Wyoming goaltender. The Wyoming D pick it up, and they work their way out of their own zone, coming through center ice. Moore turning back around, chasing him into the corner. Get the shot off, and Prokop making a big first save of the game. Woolley has it on his stick, just outside the reach of Madeo. Off the boards up to Toto, who works his way in down the left side. Ringing it around hard as Wyoming stepping in and keeping it in at the blue line. That is Egelseeder. Egelseeder stepping all the way across the blue line as the rest of the line was changing up. Foster going for a puck, gets interfered with there. I don't know if they're going to call it an off.
There's going to be no call on that one, even though there should be.
That's an offside, but he didn't have the puck, and he got his knee swept right out from underneath him. Devin Foster out there with Haviland and Popovic. Gruber and Egelseeder on D. Foster's been working on those draws. He tangles up his guy. Haviland comes in, knocks it out, sneaks back to the D, and Egelseeder puts it across the blue line. Popovic with the pressure, that's sent out, and they're going to wave off icing as Wyoming goes into the offensive zone to pick this up. Egelseeder bumping his man off the puck, and then it's intercepted. Gruber backhands it out off the boards, and then it's sent right back in by Wyoming. Egelseeder, they just both line
How
up.
is that not interference?
Sent straight for the body and not the puck on that one.
I don't get that one.
But they continue to play back out here at center ice. So Foster picking it up, drop pass back over for Haviland, who gets it off the boards, sending it in deep. Foster chasing it down, the backhand stick off the puck. Popovic sending it in around for Foster. Gets past him and over to the far side. Haviland shoveling it back in with the back of his blade. Popovic behind the net. Circling around, Noah Popovic gets shoved into the boards. That one comes out across the blue line, just past Galcheski and into the own end for Kannenberg to pick up. Kannenberg checks up, looking for that stretch pass with McGowan coming off the bench. He just didn't have enough wheels to get there. And we're going to have an icing call here now with 12:38 left to go. First period action at the Edge on the OTT Sports Network.
There was a good 5 to 10 feet separation between the puck and the player on that hit. I don't get that.
We'll see what the refs, if they're going to keep control of this, they're going to let the boys get a little bit rough.
The longer the hair goes, the more they let it go.
I mean, we've got to get a close-up of that ref's mully and his stash. I mean, it's greasy. I haven't seen anything like that in a while.
I've seen some really naughty movies like that.
I love the fact that you're just off a plane. You don't know what time it is.
I don't know what I'm saying.
It's going to be awesome tonight. Galcheski at his own blue line doing some good dangling and stick work to keep that one outside of the zone. He's in front of his own bench. He gets a shoulder, and then Wyoming sends it just past him as he spins back into his own zone to pick this one up. Galcheski checking up, 2 players against him, trying to strip the puck away, but Galcheski doing a good job getting it up to Woolley. Out to Salazar at center ice. He's got some room. Salazar coming through. Salazar with some speed, takes a shot back and Graham McGowan gets a backhand tap off the rebound. It's 1-0 Warriors.
Can I claim a little nod to Dad on that one? Welcome home, Dad.
Absolutely.
There we go. I have to.
He hasn't seen his dad in a week, and he knows he's up in the press box now, and he goes, welcome home, here it is. Backhand goal by McGowan.
Great work by Salazar. He made that all happen.
And that's what I like, going to the net, looking for those rebounds. If Graham wasn't working so hard on that one, that would have just got kicked to the side and we'd be still at a 0-0 game. Instead, it is 1-0 with 11:35 left to go here in the first. Moore in his own end. Tipping that one back over. Medeo picking it up on the wall, trying to shovel it over to Toto. Doesn't get it all the way through. And then Benevelski. And a 2-on-1 developing. Toto and Medeo gets it over to Medeo. Medeo hooked up and then looking for the puck, but it's underneath the goaltender's glove. Loving the speed and the effort here of the Warriors to start this one, Shooter.
Agreed. They are on fire. They looked great at the game this morning from San Francisco, watching it on video, which the Mimosa Moms did, again, a terrific job.
They did. I've never heard so much ooh, ah, ooh, ee, ah, ooh, ah, oh in a game before, but that one goes up off the mesh down behind the glass, and a lucky fan's gonna go home with a souvenir.
Maybe that ref will sign that puck for him to enhance the memento there. Again, if we could zoom in,
I think he combed his hair with a pork chop before this game, for sure. Out to the point, Wyoming stepping it out the blue line, ripping one just wide of the net. Prokop looking sharp between the pipes. As Wyoming comes back in, taken away there by Gruber. Out to Foster at center ice. Going around, Popovic trying to knock this one down, stepping through Haviland, but he knocks the puck down over to Foster. Back over in Egelseeder, trying to see Haviland, doesn't get it all the way up the boards.
Playing with me right now.
Back up to Gruber. Gruber out of the zone to center ice. Popovic with the good poke as he chases this one into the Ozo. Pop's going after him, looking for the big hit. He steps out of the way, but Pop still has the puck in the corner. Backhand pass behind for Foster, looking for Haviland in front. kept in. Pop's looking for a one-timer as that puck came sliding through, and then he got knocked down. Cannonberg at the point, shot in off a knee of the defender and into the corner. He spins away from Popovic, and Wyoming sends that one the length of the ice. Prokop's going to let that go, and we're going to have ourselves an icing call. 9:55 left to go. First period action here with Harry Haviland, Shooter McGowan, back on the mics with you, the OTT Sports Network. Again, thanking the Mimosa Moms. And we were really worried about losing our jobs this morning. I'm not going to lie.
We still are. We're still
are
on the hot seat.
We'll see if DK is good enough to bring us refills like he was with the ladies this morning. Prokop taps that one up behind his net, hammered around by Cannonberg, and then cleared out of the zone. Laird back on the ice. He wasn't playing this morning. I heard late that he was on the IR with a knee injury. Good to see him all healed up. That's an accomplishment of the great training staff they have at the Warriors team that travels with them. I heard he was in the cold tub after doing a few workouts this morning and a massage. He's good to go. 2-on-1 coming back against Cannonberg, sending that one across. And tipped out to center ice. Wyoming quick to turn this one back around, coming back in, getting a shot up. Prokop with a stick save into the corner. Salazar picks this one up behind. He gets hammered up against the boards. Wyoming's collapsing on him, trying not to let it get out of the zone. Back over to Cannonberg. Fires that one a little out of the reach of Woolley, and we've got ourselves another icing call. This one's coming back into the Warriors zone. Got some fast-paced action starting this one off.
Without a doubt.
We'll see if the training that they've been doing all week, they've been working hard at practice. Kula's been crushing their workouts there, building some endurance with these boys, a lot of running and speed work.
So I missed practice this week. Any bucket practice to
I wasn't at a practice this week either, to be honest with you. I was traveling, and then I came back and had that work event. 2 days on the golf course.
Tough work.
It was. I mean, I had to get up and leave the house by 6 o'clock this morning so I could get that first Bloody Mary at 7.
And a
Woolley's sneaking around. He's working his way in. Drop pass over to Toto. Rips a shot. The goaltender makes a save. Behind the net, Wyoming controlling with Toto falling in behind. Woolley falling in behind. Medeo falling in behind. 11 is Medeo. I should know better than that. I'm all flustered here worrying about my jobs because Diane would have been able to pick that out. Kept into the blue line by Popovic, not on the second attempt there. Moore's pedaling back. And taken away by Benevelski. Passes that one up to Foster, catching Wyoming on a change. Foster stick handling his way to the corner, centering pass. He had Popovic up front. Pops with the backhand. The goalie makes the save. Stepping back, Moore's got to get to it, and we got a whistle down. I think the net is off?
Or a delayed penalty, maybe. I did see a trip there. There it is.
It is a delayed penalty. They're going to call Wyoming for a
I saw a trip. I didn't know if they'd actually gotten it. Oh, they got an interference on that.
Crosses his hands in front, and the power play is going to go to work here for the Warriors. We got Toto, Medeo, and Woolley out there with...
You got Cannonberg.
Yes. Cannonberg and Benevelski on the far side, I believe. Or I could be completely wrong. It is Benevelski back. Pass over to Cannonberg. Sees some room. Henry Cannonberg walking his way across the blue line. Shooting that one in. Banking it behind the net. Woolley going after it. That one's flipped out past Medeo back into center ice. Cannonberg sending it back in deep. Off the defender. Woolley can't work his way around. Cannonberg trying to keep that in. They're going to call it offside, as the Wyoming fans were screaming for it, and they were right. I heard the ladies went through the national days this morning and everything. They were talking about
the national days.
What national day it is today. I didn't catch it. I was told that they went through it.
I heard bits and pieces of that. Did you know yesterday was National Cheeseburger Day, but I was in Singapore, so I didn't really partake.
No cheeseburgers in Singapore?
No. I mean, yeah, you can get one, but when you're in Singapore, you don't.
They're not known for their
They're
great
not really
beef
known for
products
their
down there?
cheeseburgers.
You don't know what's in the patties when you're eating
They're known for their
burgers?
dumplings.
Dumplings.
And they're darn tasty.
I can go for some Singapore dumplings right now. Toto working against the boards. Benevelski trying to keep this one in as he steps in from the point, takes it back out. Cross pass over to Cannonberg. Rips a shot in, a blocker saved by the goalie. That one went off the mesh and out of play, and the Warriors with 45 seconds left to go on this power play seem like they're in full control. Same line still out there, a minute and 15 into this power play. Toto with the win, over to the side. Medeo fights a player off. Medeo has it in the corner, goes through the ref, sending it to the far side. Benevelski with it. Sasha couldn't keep up with it, and now we got a shorthanded attempt. 2-1, one the other way with Cannonberg. Make a pass across, and they come up with a shorthanded goal to tie this one up with 6:21 left to go. Wyoming fans here in full effect. They're spread out all over. There's only 500,000 people in the entire state. That's a true story. I was talking with these guys over here. 500,000 people. They're from all over the state of Wyoming. They come together, they practice, they play, they come down here for tournaments. And they showed their hard work there on that shorthanded goal. But Salazar wants to make this go away as he tries to center that pass off. It doesn't get all the way over to Lair. Back to center. Wyoming coming with some speed. Chasing him back in. Good job there by Egelseeder to break that play up. Weber tipping it into the corner. Him and Lair are there to fight for it. Weebs takes control of this, makes the pass out, and Salazar working his way up through center ice on the left wing. Flipping that in where he's going to chase it down. Lair there with him, flipping in front. The puck is loose in front of the goaltender. Oh, quick swing there, and could not find the way to get it through. Salazar with another chance as he works in across the blue line. He's got guys draped all over him, and he manages to backhand that one in. Gets sent around the far side. Popovic coming in hard after he gets right onto the ice. Back to 5-on-5 action with 5:17 left to go. Popovic backhand drops that one. Salazar at the end of a long shift still out there trying to chase this one back. Stripped away. Weber with the shot out to the blue line. They are going to say that was not kept in.
Really?
That's a close one right there.
It does help when you're standing at the line to understand if it stays in or not, but oh well, we'll let Johnny Holmes have that one.
Foster, Haviland, and Popovic up front. Kolcheski and Cannonberg back on the blue line. That one's tipped in across.
Oh,
Haviland trying to get that one. He gets it worked into the far corner. Haviland on his backhand, shoveling it in front. And another shot.
Great
another
save.
attempt. It's still loose. Good effort there.
Save by Wyoming. Wow.
Good work by this line, keeping it in and getting that shot off. Not giving up until the goalie had it. But the goalie does have it, holding it at 1-1 with 4:53 left to go in the first. Foster drop win, but then it's controlled by Wyoming. Haviland getting a swinging stick on it. Kolcheski back into his own end. Backhand drop over to Cannonberg. Popovic with extra cheese on that pizza as he sent it through the middle of the ice. Lucky enough to get this one out, and it's still back and forth and then gets batted into the bench, and Coach Mark Popovic's going to flip that one back. I think he might have something to say to his son when he gets off the ice.
Pass to blue, not brown.
What if you're colorblind? You don't know.
Well, that's true.
Oh, out to Foster. Couldn't quite reach it, keeping it at the blue line. Back over Foster. Haviland keeping it in. Haviland's got control of this. Passes over, and he did one!
Yeah!
There we go. Pop makes up for all of it.
Attaboy, Poppy.
They're good pass over by Haviland, and 0 mistakes made by Noah Popovic. Taking the lead back with 4:01 to go. The Warriors are up 2-1.
You know that Noah did not want to go back to that bench and have a chat with his dad under those circumstances, so he had to go on good terms.
It's all forgotten now. Toto, Madeo, and Woolley back out. Toto taking this one away, back over to Woolley. He's coming with some speed. He's working his way around the right side. Gets it knocked off, goes up against the boards. Woolley's taking on 3 players from Wyoming at this point. And then they take the puck, smash it all the way around. It goes past Moore, and they're, nope. How is that not icing? I don't know. They wave it off. Moore drops that one back out to the blue line. Madeo feeds it back out to center ice, picked up by Wyoming. Toto taking it away and then stripped right back off of his stick. Wyoming coming in. Good job coming back on that play by Benevelski. Breaking it up. And then the puck is back on Madeo's stick, working his way through center ice. A high flip backhand in, goes off the glass. It's down into the corner. 3:30 left to go around the far side by Wyoming. Kept in, good job by Madeo trying to find Woolley. Gets it over to Toto. Sharp angle shot, knocked down by the goaltender. Another juicy rebound, as you might have heard earlier this morning. Sent the length of the ice, and that has to be icing. As
Tough
Ron
angle for
Jeremy
Toto,
comes
but
back
a great
to get
shot he got off.
That was good work there. They a little bit of scrambled the blue line. The line does a puts good effort into it to keep it in deep, forcing the offensive zone draw now. McGowan trying to win this one over. He's out there with Salazar and Weber. Weeb's up against and then kept in at the blue line. Egelseeder can't keep the second one in. Now Gruber's got to come back for it. He sends the backhand up. Another backhand goes in. McGowan trying to keep that one in. Salazar's chasing now. Off the boards to Gruber at the blue line. Tapped away by Weber. Sending it back in. Egelseeder is going to flip that one deep. No icing, as they're going to say it was tipped. Pressured by Salazar going in behind the net. Right over with McGowan trying to tap it back into the corner. Bodies battling and flailing as they crash up into the corner. Gruber forced to retreat. Now it's a one-on-one. Coming in against Egelseeder. He sees him lined up. Drop pass by Wyoming. Coming in to making the hit there. Good job by Salazar coming back on the back check. Back out. Salazar works his way across. Tip back out by Wyoming. It's at center ice. McGowan crashing up against the boards alongside Egelseeder. That one flips in dangerously. I have seen so many pucks bounce like that and go in.
It's a great little floater there.
There's an opportunity. Taken away. Foster gets kneed out at center ice. He gets up. No worse for wear. Egelseeder putting a body in front of the man trying to come in from Wyoming. Behind the net. Up off the boards. Past Haviland, but through the blue line and back out to center ice. Bob's going after as he tips it in. Haviland chasing out to the blue line. Cannonberg coming in. Rips his shot, is bouncing loose in front and just couldn't get in. Haviland with another good tip in front. Send that one into the corner. He goes after it. Set
Nice
down the length of the ice.
By Hank there.
That was a great play by Hank as he was circling at center ice. Found that one at the blue line, came in and got a good rip off. .109 left to go in the first period. We're going to bring Jack back over here and have a chat with him. Trying to get his attention as I'm not paying close enough to the game here. Save in front. Haviland looking to crash. No rebound to be given. Goaltender hanging on. I think the Warriors got to be up on shots right now. There's no shot clock, but they are winning 2-1. Foster, clean win, back out to the point. Kolcheski sending that one deep into the corner. Foster chasing after it. Haviland posting up on the blue line. They send it to the far side. Popovic going after it. Out to the blue line, Kolcheski again. Sends one in. A couple of tips go off the sticks, and now it's deep in the offensive zone as the Warriors continue to hammer up against the boards for it. Foster with a centering pass. It's stripped away. On the backhand, Haviland has it. Can't flip it through a couple of players to get it towards the net. Good job by Pops breaking that play up. Then Foster on the back check doesn't let him get past center ice. Kolcheski up ahead to Popovic. And I think
Ty gave a great effort on that one.
Tried to get,
that one's hard. The body's moving. You just can't stop that.
Couldn't quite get back. We're going to get Jack on the mic here in another 12 seconds in this first intermission. 17 seconds, I should say. Medeo trying to cheat his way in. I love it. Hammered all the way down. It's tagged up by Eagleseaters. He's going to go back into his own end. 11 seconds left to go. Psychs the guy out to Woolley, who goes around the player, but can't sneak past him as he pinches him up against the boards. This one's going to get tied up at center ice, and the buzzer's going to sound. End of the first period, the Warriors are up 2-1. And a very special guest coming back. Our only interviewee, our only second-time interviewee, I shouldn't say that. Grandma Mary was with us.
Where is he?
Yeah. Where is he?
He's getting commandeered by other press venues. Oh, there he is.
We know that the OTT's got Jack as a first interviewer. And before I even say anything, we're so proud of you. You went through something. You battled hard up in Michigan with us, and you came back here. What you went through this week is unbelievable. And 4 days ago, you had brain surgery, and you're here supporting your team. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good. Amazing.
You've got some really cool scars, chick stick scars, right? And you were down in the locker room with the boys. Were they happy to see you down there?
Yeah, it was fun getting back to it.
Yeah, they were looking forward to seeing you here today. We are so happy to see you here today. Are you going to be able to make it to the next games? You're going to continue coming to support the team. You got a couple of follow-up appointments in the next week.
Yeah, I got one Monday, and then that's where we find out everything else, and then go from there.
Okay. I mean, it's just unbelievable what we've gone through in the last week here. I know all these people out there are rooting for you. We've got so many. You must have been overwhelmed with cards and well wishes while you were in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
But I do know that Anschutz Children's Hospital. Tell me what you ordered there. I know it has like a menu you can just order 24/7, right?
Yeah. The milkshakes were very good.
Milkshakes?
Chocolate like milkshakes, yeah.
Chocolate milkshakes. You get some blueberry pancakes up in there. Awesome. Well, buddy, I'm telling you what, we are so happy to have you back up in the press box with us. We can't wait to see you on the ice. And anytime you want to join me and Shooter here up at the OTT, we'll do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Halat back with the team. He does have a really cool scar.
Oh, what an awesome kid.
Sure.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Sure. It's kind of hard to talk when they're banging their sticks like that.
It is.
We'll just let the rumble take you into this second period. Warriors up 2-1. 15 minutes on the clock. Second period action on the OTT Sports Network here in Littleton, Colorado. We are at Edge Ice Arena. Ben Toto picks this up, trying to sneak his way across the blue line. Drop pass over. Woolley just about had it. Now he comes in, makes a hit, and Wyoming takes a long shot in, and Horokop steers that cleanly over.
Good finish.
That's what I like to see from more and more. And then he takes the puck away.
This is why they call him Big Rig.
This is why they call him Big Rig. There he is. Oh, and just a bow.
That was a big rig coming down the ice.
Oh, he made the hit, took the puck, and went end to end.
Love it.
Just about finishing up on that one. His dad's sitting next to us up here, almost as sunburned as I am. I forgot to put on that sun lotion stuff that they talk about today.
Oh, it's just formality. You don't need it.
Rig across. Benevelski lost that one up in his skates. Now he's back wheeling into his own end as Wyoming steps across the blue line. They get a shot off, steered away by Prokop, but then he decides to cover up on that one. Hanging on with 14-13 left to go here. Line change with Foster at center now, winning that one over to the side. Haviland taking it away, bounces around. Can't speed his way into the offensive zone, but he's continuing to put the pressure on as the player's going in behind the net. Haviland still with him. Good forecheck there. Out to the point, and Gruber keeping this one in. And it's stripped by Wyoming. 2-on-2 the other way with Foster on the back check. They take the long shot in. It's right into the cowhide of Prokop. He closes that mitt, and we're going to have a defensive zone draw.
Great pressure by Haviland on that.
Line stays out there. Foster trying to cheat his way in, doesn't get kicked out. Linesman resets him as he talks to the Wyoming player. You'd think they'd be past a learning lesson. Usually the ref talks to them like this and squirt. By Bantam AA, they just kick them out and say, hey, you better talk to your coach about this.
Bring in somebody new to take the draw.
Yeah. Popovic hammers that one out, deflected, and here comes Haviland in on the forecheck again. Chasing him in, they send that one way around the far side, pick it up, and then out of the zone. That's deflected and not going to be in there. Gruber back into his own end. Two players going up. Gruber gets crunched, but he's holding that puck out against the boards. Foster trying to dig it out with them. Back to Gruber, tipped out. Back to the blue line. Wyoming's trying to get themselves set up. They get a deflected pass into the corner for Foster. Foster off the boards and out past Haviland and waved off. Here comes Popovic on the forecheck this time. That line got a few good opportunities to chase the puck down. Pops is the only one still out there as he tries to swing high in the air. He misses on that, and he's the last one left to change out here as he puts it past McGowan and Pop rips off. McGowan chasing after it. He's in with Weber deep on the forecheck. Wyoming sends that out, and it goes off of Cannonberg, so there's not going to be a call on that one. Hank with a good positioning play on there. And then he still has to go swat at it. Kicked out of the front of the ice, or front of the net. And Cannonberg sends it up. Weber chasing it into the offensive zone. Can't lift the stick of the player, but forces him to make a bad pass off the glass, and the Warriors have a chance here to gain control. Shot in and just through the crease. Kolchevsky stepping in from the blue line. He's going to get this one back. Kolchevsky back across. Taking the shot. Cannonberg knocking the player down who tried to block it. But the block was good. Here comes Wyoming back through center ice. 11:48 ticking off the clock here in the second period. It's 2-1 for the Warriors as Wyoming flips that one in deep. Cannonberg and Kolchevsky out there. Cannonberg up against the boards, taking his man out of the play, and then a tip pass by Weber. Lair coming in. Lair gaining control. Can't center that pass as he... Thank you. As our morning announcer is a little upset, she's been demoted to waitress, is what she said, as that gets deflected up into the mesh.
But you're drinking mimosas tonight, so
yeah,
she's the
mimosa
queen
dad.
of mimosas.
The mimosa dad's back on the mic with you. Again, now we know that if we're going to miss, the OTT fans across the globe are still going to be entertained with the moms on the mics.
I heard it was great fan loyalty out of Tokyo today on the Mimosa Moms. So
they're loving that. Take it away, and Ben Toto coming in. Toto, and they dive and take that puck away, and Toto goes down. No call on the play. Back against Kolchevsky one-on-one. Looking to make that pass across. Kolchevsky gets a stick involved in the play, keeping that puck behind the net. Now Medeo's fighting for it. Austin Medeo playing against two players, and it's the Wyoming team that comes out, tipped up, trying to flip that one through is Medeo. Toto can't get it to him, and it was just behind Medeo on the third attempt. But Wyoming steers it back into their offensive zone. On the back end, they decide to take it back out to the top of the circle. Centering pass not collected as Medeo was draped on his player. Benevelski out to the top of the circle again. Woolley with the stick lift, and that sneaks across the blue line. Woolley takes it away, and then he gets his stick lifted. But we're going in the right direction here as Medeo flips it into the offensive zone. Toto diving down to take that one away. Keeping it in deep. Popovic off the bench going after it. Takes his man into the corner. Noah pops. Fighting hard, flipping it off the boards. There you go. Cedar has to bounce back off the blue line. And how do they not call? Why is that waved off? I mean, and then how is that waved off as it's sent the length of the ice there?
I can't make sense of stupidity. I'm sorry. It's just the way it goes.
Was his hair or his mustache in his eyes? I couldn't see.
Maybe it went off his mustache.
And another icing waved off.
There it goes again.
Benevelski sends that one out of play, and it's going to be
that's a stoppage.
Defensive zone draw here for the Warriors as we settle down the chaos with 9:18 left to go.
I guess the puck has to leave the rink in order for it to stop play.
Now behind, up the boards. Popovic trying to sneak that one through. Doesn't get it past the blue line. It's kept in. Cedar, and then Haviland with a good back check in his defensive zone. Shot coming in. Nobody can take that one away. It's under the stick of Foster, and that's waved off. Oh, I thought that was tipped.
Kai stopped a dangerous play right there. That was a great job.
He did good work there in the defensive zone. Sometimes it's the little things that mean more.
Well, you're trying to translate Canadian to English. I get it.
He missed it by 2 moose heads and a half a gallon of maple syrup. Wyoming putting the pressure on. Gruber in behind his own net, comes out to the circle, takes the shot. Big save by Prokop. They get that one sent through, and that comes back out to center ice. Blair working on him. They come in onside, pushing him into the corner is Gruber. Centering pass jumps through the crease over to the far side. Blair back over to pick this one up. Can't get it outside the zone. Now Salazar is forced back into his own end, and Gruber and Cedar are fighting for it. Salazar now bringing it around the boards. That's one's going to be collected by Wyoming.
Get there.
Putting it in and off the stick. A little bit of time to flip that one out. Salazar gets bumped and Lair has it. Trying to feed that drop pass back to Gruber, but he's going to rip off for a change as he jumps over the boards, and the Warriors are coming back into their own end. And icing is finally called against the Wyoming team. 200 feet the other direction. The OTT's bringing it to you. Second period action, 7:45 left to go. How you hanging in there, Shooter? You know what time zone you're in yet?
Doing well. No, I don't. Don't ask me any really hard questions, but I can at least move a camera.
Was 7 divided by 14?
2?
Sure.
I'll take it.
Kalcheski trying to send one in. Out to the blue line, another one comes in. Now Foley makes a good blocker save. Toto taking his man hard into the boards after he sends it the length of the ice for another icing call.
I want you to answer that question. What is 7 divided by 14?
0.5.
Okay.
Is it?
Well, it probably is, but I'm just not in no condition to be able to answer that question. So.
I picked numbers out of my head. You said what I would have said
out of your
first.
butt or your head? What? Okay.
Okay, I pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Ben Toto at the offensive zone. That one's won by Wyoming cleanly as they work hard through center ice. Being chased over in the corner by Kalcheski. He's got a stick on him. Puck comes in and a bad save by Prokop. Backhanded out to the blue line and then cleared by Woolley. Turned quickly by Wyoming as they fire one back into the far corner. Centering pass, nobody home to pick that one up, and Ben Toto finds the clearing puck, but it can't get it clear. Cannonberg with some speed. He's working his way through center ice. Coming up hard. He's got a rifle. He's looking for the pass. Just takes this one deep into the corner. Cannonberg sending in behind. Woolley coming in hard, using his beefy size to push his man off the puck. Another one up into the mesh and out of play.
Cannonberg, inspired by Owen Moore on a few shifts ago and taking it coast to coast. Almost had an opportunity there.
The D-men working hard. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
If they're going to make a play like that in their own end and they got a line, I say take it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think our forwards are really great about dropping back and covering, so go for it.
It's like they've learned something since squirt hockey.
Yeah, right?
As Benevelski goes back into his own end to pick this one up, centering, and a good tip there by Moore to keep it out of the reach. Another
Great
stick,
poke.
and that one comes outside the zone.
Another great play by Kai Haviland right there. Just that little extra effort, that little poke makes a world of difference.
Does this mean I got to start giving my own kid credit on the broadcast?
You may have to, I don't know, you may have to
It's been
give him a buck or two.
It's been 6 years, and
That's what I'm here for.
I only find the negatives. You find the positives. As Haviland sends that one out after a face-off win by Foster. Picked up by Gruber. He's at center ice, turning around, making a deep move around one guy, and then firing it in, rimming around the boards for Foster to go into the far side to pick up. Foster takes his man in. Right back out. Gruber's got an opportunity. Shot in the tip. What a tip there. Haviland gets rewarded. Gruber with a good job in the 4-1, sending it in. And Kai Haviland gets the goal. We got ourselves a 3-1
effort paid off. There you go.
All that defense turns into some offense. 5:55 left to go in the second, and your Warriors are up 3-1. Oh, are we not live?
What? It says we are.
That says we're live. We should be live. I'm just going to pull it up here because I'm getting a text in on the OTT
You got to have the right link.
line, and no, we're live. We're good. We just haven't been scoring it. That's it.
Oh, that completely my fault. I'm sorry. So we are
3-1
3-1.
Warriors.
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Wonderful fans. Thank you. And the period is.
We'll change
correct?
that after the next one.
All right.
It is the second period. It's 3-1 Warriors. We haven't been keeping up. Shooter just got back from Macaw.
Yeah, just
Time zone
go
changes
easy
a
on
lot.
me a little bit right now, folks.
Up off the board, Salazar feeding that one through, gets a pass there, but they call another tip on the icing. These refs must have a rave to go to or something tonight.
No, they got to ref some men's leagues games tonight. They just don't want to miss those.
Kept in by the Warriors. Now Wyoming turning it behind their own net, trying to get this out. Wyoming making the pass out and sending it cleanly to the centerman, breaking through center ice. Great job there by Benevelski, breaking it up back over to Salazar. He's turning it through center ice. Dodges a big hit there. And then Salazar taking it back away, and I want to say
Great play by Weber right there.
Weeb's had his foot on the line, but it comes across. And yes, I understand we're not getting to all of you. Here we go. We are live. Our South African viewers are tuned in. A little bit confused down there because they talk differently than us. They got that accent, like
Kind of Australian, but not.
it's like an Australian English
Yeah.
kind of accent. Not quite Canadian.
Yeah.
The Canadian accent's one I've never been able to pick out.
That's in a league of its own.
Coming back, Cannonberg sending it across to Kolcheski. He sees Woolley at center ice. Back over to Kolcheski, through Cannonberg's skates, and then kick back into the corner. Cannonberg's going to have to go in against the big man. Cannonberg just takes that away. Great job there by Henry Cannonberg. Woolley gets bumped off the puck, but he cleans it outside his own zone before taking the hit. Toto coming across, looking to bump his man straight into his own bench. Kolcheski takes the hit, sends the puck over. Medale.
Number 6 and 8 are big boys on the Wyoming team. I don't want to get hit by them.
They are grass-fed up there. You look at them pinch our boys up against the boards, and I'm not saying any of our guys are small, but there's some big players on this Wyoming squad. Off the glass and out, sent the length of the ice for an icing.
No wave?
No, Ron Jeremy calls that one all the way back down to the other end.
All sorts of celebrities on the ice tonight.
A sexy accent is what it is.
Is that Venetia?
No.
Venetia, we will work on those accents.
We'll get her on the mic when she's up here, and everybody can hear what that South African accent really sounds like. Oh, Popovic trying to break through center ice, couldn't quite reach that puck. It's sent back into Warriors territory with 2:52 left to go. Around past Haviland. Shot comes in, Prokop doesn't even see it as it's blocked in front, and Gruber's in the corner battling. Foster not letting him get this one to the front of the net. Off the side, him and Gruber. Foster taking it up against the boards. Gruber now behind the net. He peels away from him, centering pass, and then taken out of the play. Good work there by Egelseeder. Eggie's been a very physical player right from the start of this season. It's been good to see. Haviland flipping that one back over to Popovic. He sends it back to Haviland and goes past him. Flipped all the way down. How is no? Well, Prokop tags up on that one. Again, it's no icing. Benabelski sending it to Lair, and Lair works his way in. Utah is hooked up. Come on!
Are you kidding me?
Sorry, I gotta catch my breath after that because I don't want to
There is
yell
some
at anything.
Wyoming empathy going on right now.
Benabelski back
refs.
over to Lair. Lair keeping this one inside the blue line. Back on his forehand. Sending it into the corner. McGowan.
Utah getting a little physical out there. I love it.
Deegan his man out, and McGowan with a good shot towards the net. Just about knocked in by the defensive player. Back over to McGowan. Sending one, and it's off the goalie's glove as it was just going towards the post. Wyoming can't get us out of their own zone. Oh, they finally flip it through. And Venevelski quickly turns it around. That's flipped off of a couple of sticks and into the
McGowan
Warriors
had
bench.
Lahr wide open. I hope he's going to go back and look at the tape and learn from his mistakes there.
That is what we film for,
I'm
right?
I'm not his coach.
That's what we film for. They
That's
take
what we
this
do.
tape in and they listen to our commentary and they learn how to play better hockey.
Graham McGowan, look for Utah.
Toto won that one over towards Woolley's side. Kolcheski is battling up against the boards for it. Woolley's in there with him. Last minute of play here in the first period as it's on Ben Toto's stick, and he can't get it through. Wyoming keeping this one in, flip back over. Just sat down there was Toto. Toto with the puck, and that's going to be a penalty there. A little bit of interference, I think.
All right.
Big hit.
That's
Are they going to call that one, or are they going to?
They got to call them both.
They got to call two there, right?
They should.
They got to call two. He knew he was going to the box. He went straight to the box for that hit. But there was a penalty earlier.
No, there should be 2 assessed right there. It should be 4-minute penalty. They're talking it over. Ron Jeremy's probably not going to go for it, but we'll see.
100% that's two. He called.
Yeah. just giving him a one.
Just giving him one.
Not the right call, but, you know.
Not at all. The coaches are staying calm on the bench here. Let's just play some hockey. Let's let Wyoming get physical. Let them sit in the box. We got the power play here with Cedar coming in, ripping one, and the goaltender closing down on it. 28 seconds left to go in the second here. 1:23 up on the penalty. Foster, Popovic, and Haviland out there. Cedar out on the blue line with Kolcheski. Benevelski. Foster tying up his man. Both wingers come in. Comes back out. Haviland feeding the point. Cedar trying to keep that in. Now Cedar's got a race for it. Wyoming chasing him back into the zone. And they call that an icing with 15 seconds left to go.
Wow.
I can't even keep up here, Shooter.
I can't make sense out of half this.
Final 15 seconds of play brought to you by the Penalty Box, the best bar and grill here at the Edge Ice Arena. Popovic back out to Cannonberg, shooting that one in off the shin pads of Foster over to Benevelski on the far side. Sending it out to Cannonberg, working his way across the far side. 4 seconds left to go. Cannonberg takes a hit, sends it in, and it's up and out of play with only 1 second left to go on the clock.
So what's a mystery to me is, where does the penalty box actually make their food?
The food gets made downstairs at the concession.
I don't trust that.
No.
I don't trust that one.
There's a hot dog roller. Oh, talking about hot dog roll. When I left the golf course today, I was starving, and I didn't stay for lunch. They've got a beautiful lunch there. I had to get back for this game. I stopped to grab myself a Gatorade and a snack, and I ate a hot dog from the roller. I don't know how long it was on there. I've been this close to letting you see that hot dog today.
That's all right. I've smelled it a few times. So.
I hope the food on your plane was much better than my lunch today.
I don't think it was, but.
Haviland getting sent off the ice, or what? No?
There's a conference call going on in the corner.
With 1 second left, they're saying, where should this face-off be, or what? There's like, hey, are you going to drive to the rave tonight, or should I drive to the rave tonight?
Well.
Coach Matt seems to agree with whatever they're saying. It's a 3-1 lead, 1 second, and sent the length of the ice. This one is going to work its way into the second intermission, third period, coming at you on the OTT Sports Network. We got ourselves a 3-1 hockey game. They are 1-0 so far if they can pull this off. We got a game tomorrow morning at 10:15, I believe. We'll be right back here. I've got my tent set up in the parking lot. I'm not even going home.
That's good. What about the RV? Is this still garage for the winter?
I sent the rest of the OTT money for the RV to the jet.
Oh, okay.
And this way we get to fly to Nashville in style, and I got to sleep in a tent. I'm doing this sacrifice for us.
And I appreciate the sacrifice you gave me, being able to fly the jet from Singapore to be back.
We had to up that jet so you didn't have to stop at a layover either for refueling. It was a straight shot, Singapore to Denver.
Yeah.
16-hour flight.
All the dumplings I could eat. It was great.
This team's looking good, though. I'm liking the action. I'm liking the physicality. As long as they can continue to play smart hockey going into the third, don't get caught up in any antics. They're on the right track.
You know, you talk about consistency with some of these players, and granted, this team's been great, from the first game. But you got to give a great shout out to Simon Prokop, really taking the helm for every single game we've had thus far, and has showed up so incredibly well, poised, confident. He's playing his angles awesome. Simon's been a huge bright spot for us.
Every game we played, we're 4, 5, 6. This is the 8th game in a row. Prokop's been in net all season so far. Of course, with Jack Halot just being out of commission here on the IR, we know he's doing well. He'll be back on the ice at some point. TJ Kane backing him up there in the bench right now, but you're right, Prokop has not faltered at all.
And that's what's so great about it. We know Jack is such a solid goalie, and we knew we had great goaltending talent to begin with, but Simon has really stepped up and taken the helm. It's not easy to do these back-to-back games as a goalie.
Great shot block there by Benevelski. This one's sent into the Warriors zone, and it's just about under the mitt. Then it comes back out to the blue line. Player trips over, and Woolley trying to get this one out. Shouldn't we still have a penalty? Oh, they have got. Sorry, they got the penalty. There's an offensive. I thought that was going top corner. Kept in the blue line by Cannonberg. He settles down that puck into Medeo at the slot in front, and little bit of stick handling and couldn't find the hole. Toto with the chance in front. No icing again as Cannonberg's back behind his own net. 7 seconds left to go as they try to sneak that one up to Woolley, who is huddling in front of the opponent's bench, and we don't have two-line passes anymore, do we? Why is that?
With these refs, I don't know. I try to make sense.
Two-line pass call there, and we're just going to have this one. Foster winning it back to 5-on-5. Gruber in his own end. Looking for some room, looking for some time. Flips it off the glass and out. Haviland to Foster, through, and Foster with a nifty move. Now he has it in the slot. Foster on his backhand, turning, spinning, shot by Popovic. It's in front, still loose. Haviland trying to smack that towards the front of the net. It doesn't get all the way through. Off the boards and out to the point. Gruber loses that one, and now he's in a foot race. There, Gruber's going to get a penalty. No penalty on that. All right, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah, right.
Foster across to Popovic. Through center, and
what are you doing? Lord almighty.
The greasy-haired rep is thinking about his video shoot after this game, and he blows a whistle a little bit
fans and the
immaturely.
announcers getting a little animated on that. I don't know what to say.
Oh, he knew it. He called it. You know what? When a ref taps his chest and said, "Hey, that's me," and he puts his hand up.
I'll appreciate that, but
These guys aren't pros. They're not getting
what about
paid
the dozen missed icing calls?
Yeah, that I've got a thing with. Cannonberg dancing at the blue line. Still has it. Then he sends it in with two players pushing him off the puck. Centering pass, and Salazar with a backhand save by the goalie. Salazar back into the corner. Trying to feed this one out. McGowan against the blue line. Gets out to Cannonberg. He shoots one! And Cannonberg pulls one right under the bar. The Warriors claim a 4-1 lead with a rip from the point by the big man.
He just dropped that one over the goalie's head.
Goalie was going down. See, these goalies got to stand up. If the goalie stood up, he would have taken it off the chest.
Yeah.
But I'm not a goalie coach. I'm not an anything coach. I can't talk about. Maybe I'm a golf coach.
You're just here to sound good and look good. That's what your job is.
Did I tell you I got a birdie today? Maybe I could be a golf coach.
You did say that, so yes.
I've said that to everybody I've talked to about 3 times.
If you can teach me how to get a birdie, that'd be great. It's been years.
It was the putting. Up the hill to the top edge, around the corner, and just dropped.
Drive for show, putt for dough.
Lair going down and managing to keep this one in as the Warriors put the pressure on the Wyoming team. 12:41 left to go. Warriors in the lead, 4-1. Good work there trying to keep it in. Now Moore's spinning back. Spins past him, Benevelski in his own end. Sends it twice and then puts it all the way down. What's sticking out the sides of RJ's, is that his straps on his shirt?
Where?
RJ, Ron Jeremy here. He's got the straps.
RJ.
You see the straps sticking out the side? It's like the tie downs.
Well,
he's got them flapping in the wind there.
Might be for his S&M adventures later on to strap on.
Oh, I hope my nieces aren't up asking questions at this late hour.
What's that? That would be a trip. And that is a trip. They're going to call it.
It is. Medeo goes down, hard work, and now the Warriors are going back on the power play. They got 2 minutes with a 5-on-4 man advantage. What? The ref is hurt, or is he stretching his knee?
I think he's doing the Tebow.
The Tebow.
Right? The Tim Tebow? No?
Toto, Woolley, and Medeo still out there with Benevelski and Cannonberg. Pass into Medeo, shooting one, and Medeo sends that one just high. Back over to the far side, Cannonberg circling at the blue line, sending it across off Medeo's backhand. Tipped into the corner, Woolley going after it. That's a good hit there, but Woolley didn't let him take the puck. He's going right back after him. I love the feistiness of that guy.
I love Woolley. He's such a no-fear kid.
He's going after the biggest player on the ice, and he's the
he
smallest
does
player on
not
the ice.
care. He'll go after anybody.
I love it. Taken down in front and then sent down the ice. This one's going to be icing and then waved off. Again, waved off.
Again.
Backhand pass out. Toto trying to drop that one back to Benevelski, who was streaking out of his own zone. Benevelski's back in his own end now. Pass coming through. Wyoming has one shorthanded goal here, and they're looking for another with 30 seconds left on this power play for the Warriors. Sasha's not going to let him have it this time. Sasha winding up, shoots one in, bouncing puck in on the goaltender. They're not whistling it down. They're telling him to play
Go for it.
Got to go after that puck, and then it's blocked down by Cannonberg at center ice. Muscling their way into the zone. Eggleseder in his own end. Stops behind the net. Flipping that up.
Oh!
Seeing Foster up deep. Foster has Haviland coming in with him. Foster trying to backhand that one through. Gets it knocked away. Good look there by Sasha as he found Foster up on the far blue line. Back to Gruber. Turning around quickly. The penalty has expired. We got 5-on-5 hockey with Foster and Popovic and Haviland keeping this one in. Back over to Foster and looking to see if Popovic could have turned that one around. Doesn't get all the way through. Pops gets it back out to Gruber though. Gruber can't send it in deep. It's picked off and now he's racing back through center ice. Trying to get on this one, a 3-on-1. Taking the shot, they send that one wide of the far post. Kicking it in, back out to the blue line. Sent out to center ice here by the Warriors. We just ticked past the 10-minute mark here in the third. Kick back out to center. Good job there by Weaver, but now he's got to spin back the other way. Offside is going to be called. Oh, 15 minutes ago. I'm a little bit behind on the OTT
15 minutes
text.
ago on what?
The last text we got here on the OTT text line.
Are we getting hate mail already?
No, just our fans telling us how good we're doing.
Oh, awesome.
Like I say, keep sending that in. Shoot me a text. Or anything that you want to say positive, harryhavilandott@gmail.com. Anything negative, shootermcgowan@gmail.com. Gruber taking his man into the corner. He's got two. They came in with an elbow, but McGowan's going to come help him out on this one. Graham McGowan doing a good job taking that puck away, trying to get it out to Lair. Lair can't flip it through the boards and out back into the corner. McGowan with it. Sending it to the far side. Weaver chasing it down, pinching D-man in for it, but good job by Luke Weaver. Weaves with a body on the puck and then a body on the man and sending the puck out. Wyoming through center, can't catch a pass, and then Gruber's back in his own end. Up to Medeo, just tipped off the toe of his blade. And Toto's looking to put the pressure on. Woolley back for it. Backhand into Toto. They're onside. He's got Weaver going to the front. Toto with it. Shot! And then Weaver wins! Oh, the net was off.
Was that on purpose?
I can't say it was.
I don't think it was.
That was a hard play towards the net. It got knocked off.
Bad luck.
And Woolley was looking for it, but just unfortunate setup there for him as the net was off its moorings. The kid.
Now, why is it being dropped down here? That
though?
Makes no sense.
A penalty? We got a penalty?
For what?
What's the penalty for? Nobody in the stands knows what the penalty's for, but
we're looking down to the mimosa moms for advice.
The mimosa moms can't even tell us what's going on.
Oh, censor.
Okay, I guess we're killing off a penalty here. The Warriors have 4 skaters out with 8:23 left to go. They send that one out. That's a tip.
Oh, you know what? I have not updated the score. I apologize, folks. It is 4-1.
Woolley taking away. Toto working his way in, trying to get back that shorty, but here it comes through center ice with Wyoming handling the puck. Ben Toto, good job on his own end. Toto around. That's a penalty coming up. We're going to be. It is. We're going to be evened up 4-on-4 here, and that should be another penalty as he's shoved down. But we're going to be 4-on-4 hockey for the next 57 seconds. Toto with a good work back into his own end. That Wyoming player just getting a little aggressive on him. And as you said, right here, it's just popping up, tuning in from Tokyo.
Well, there you go.
There's our Tokyo fans on the air. Welcome to the OTT Sports Network. Harry Haviland, Shooter McGavin here with you in Littleton, Colorado at the Edge Ice Arena. And I know that you guys were there last weekend. Good to see you back on the air alongside all of our global fans.
7:51 left in the third period.
With a 4-on-4 hockey game right now. This one comes out. Cannonberg flipping it in just offside. They're going to say Popovic was still in there. I'm not sure if he was, but coaches are staying relatively calm on the bench over there.
It helps to have a little bit of a padding of a lead, but otherwise I don't think the coaches would be as laid back.
No, if it was 4-1 the other way, the coaches might have something to say. Uh-oh. Coming in. Whoop. Can't save them all. I don't think the player can come out of the box for that. That was 4-on-4. He shouldn't be coming out, right?
Why did I couldn't see.
Yeah, he's going right back in. Medeo came out of the box, but he's back in there. Got to stick to 4-on-4 hockey with 7:33 left to go. Lots of time left here on the clock. 4-2 lead for the Warriors. And we're going to stick with 4-on-4 for the next 40 seconds. Then the Warriors will have a 30, 20, 30. They'll have a power play for a little bit. Gruber back over to Eagle Cedar. Finds Haviland, who couldn't control the puck and was looking to break out there. Making the pass across. Wyoming is offside, but taken away by Popovic. Couldn't sneak his way past the defender. And Wyoming sending it deep into the zone. Still battling 4-on-4 here with Gruber on the far side. Gruber checks up. Gruber's going to hang on to this puck. Comes across the red line. It's going to be offside as Popovic was taken out. He tried to get back onside. 6 seconds left to go, and then you do the math, 39 seconds left to go in the Wyoming penalty. For those of you who've been an OTT fan for the last 6-7 years, whatever I've been doing this, you know I can't do math. I know what a double is when I'm at the bar, but I don't know.
I hope you didn't hire me to bridge that math gap that you've got, because I can't help.
Here comes Cannonberg working in, back over to Foster. Foster with a sharp angled shot off the side of the net. Kicking it into the far side. Now we're 5-on-4 hockey for 23 seconds. Warriors with the power play. McGowan stepping in from the blue line, muscling his man off the puck. Just couldn't be handled there, and then Weber takes it in again. McGowan. For what? A cross check.
Is that on
cross
Graham?
check against McGowan? You got to be kidding me right now. I seen some hard-fought hockey there. I did not see a cross check. But apparently I'm not wearing one of those cool uniforms that's allowed to put my hand up and make a call, so.
I'm going to break out the old fraternity paddle and have a chat with Graham tonight on that one.
The old fuck.
There you go.
One of the best movies ever made is Dazed and Confused in my life. Toto taking his time coming out. Ben Toto coming in. They're shorthanded now, but Toto's got the puck. It's dropped back over to Woolley. Woolley's going to take this out of his zone. Smart play, killing some time off the clock. Aiken Woolley sending that one in on net, killing those precious seconds. 1:06 left to go in the man advantage here now for Wyoming. Wyoming tips that one, and then Toto fires it right back into their own zone.
Oh,
Woolley falls,
catches
and here comes Wyoming. Working in, Gruber chasing him behind the net. Eagle-Cedar out with him on defense, making the pass across. Off the boards, picked up and backhanded into the zone. Gruber over. At the top of the circle in the slot. Prokop's going to hang on to that one. Good job by Simon Prokop. Recognizing the situation, they are 5-on-4 disadvantage here for the next 36 seconds. Still up 4-2 with 5:35 left to go in the first period. The third period. It better not be the first period. Or we're going back to Serengeti or wherever you came from.
It might actually say it on the app, but if it does, it's not. It's
we never did change the third.
Yeah.
We never did change it. We said we were going to do that in the third period.
We say we're going to do a lot of things we don't do.
But we got very analytical, and I hope the fans just took everything that we had, our hockey knowledge, and soaked it all in, right?
That's it.
I mean, they're not very hockey sensed in Tokyo, and we got to let all those fans know what's going on here as we worked our way into this period. Top of the circle shot, blocked down by Prokop, and then steered aside. Off the boards, trying to get this one out. Madeo can't get to it. Madeo finds it again, the rolling puck on his backhand, and then trying to clear it out. Still doesn't get to it. Kolcheski turns, flip out. Hand pass is what they're going to call it.
But I hope we've demonstrated how well we know South African accents and
Yes.
the culture there.
It's a very sexy accent.
It is.
How does it go? Oh my, I'm about to be eaten by a shark. Is that how it goes?
It's very distinguished. I'll put it that way.
I was going to be eaten by a shark and a tiger saved me. Is there tigers and something? No, lions? I don't know. Benicia, we need to get you on here to culture us a little bit. I can tell you anything you need to know about Canada, but how is that? Oh my.
Again, no call.
Gruber back into his own end. We're 5-on-5 hockey. Gruber fighting against a player in the corner. He gets taken down. The player from Wyoming backhands that behind Prokop's net. Centering pass. And Wyoming scores. Gruber took a good shot to the back of the head, but I'm not out here to ref the game. Like I said, I'm just out here to call it. It's 4-3 Warriors with 4:46 left to go. It was a 4-1 lead coming into this period, and now they are clinging. Let's go, Warriors! Foster, Haviland, and Popovic out there with Gruber and Eagle-Cedar. Haviland going after him. Good job there by Kai Haviland again, trying to get a shot up back over to Devin Foster. He's in front. Foster with the shot, and the goalie makes the blocker save. In behind the net, Haviland with it. He's looking back over to Foster, trying to find that centering pass. Gets it to Haviland behind the net, back over to Foster. Centers it up. Oh, and Popovic had it on the wrong side of his blade, and it's tipped outside the zone. Pops does get it back at center ice, and then it's sent the length. Up over Haviland's stick as he jumps off the ice for a change. Eagle-Cedar in his own end. Pass up to Gruber, trying to find Salazar at center. He works his way around one. They got a 2-on-1. Salazar coming up hard on the right wing. Centering pass, couldn't find Popovic, who was hovering at the center of the net. Moore stepping into the player. Foster keeping this one in. They just sneak it out across the blue line and back. It's going to be an offside against your Warriors here. Gowan trying to win that one back and slapped across. Bouncing puck comes into the handle of Prokop, who just settles that bouncing puck down and going to let his boys take a defensive zone draw with 3:44 left to go in the game. Line change coming out here with Toto taking the center. Toto winning that one back to Moore. Send it hard around the far side to Woolley. Woolley flipping it off the glass and out. Good play there as he gets it off his skates coming through center ice. Deacon Woolley can't get it over to Medeo. Austin's pushed up against the boards. Medeo back up for it. And Wyoming goes cross ice. Hard one going all the way the length of the ice, and that better be icing. As it is, whistled down. Coming down to the final minutes of this game, and it's been a hard-fought battle between Wyoming and Arapahoe. The ref is now explaining what an icing call is.
They're experts on it.
They know what's going on.
They know what they're talking about.
Toto leaning in hard. Well, he couldn't get to it, but it comes up to the point. Minovelski shoots one in, it's blocked, and now they're back on the defensive mode. Him and Moore, they send that one in wide. Benevelski over to the far side. Up off the glass. Drop down back for Ben Toto, who sends it across the blue line and out. No icing on that as it's not going to make it the length of the ice, but Wyoming just spins it right back. Benevelski sending it over the far side. That was tipped, but Wyoming has it, and Woolley has it in behind the plate. Woolley's got a stick upside down for some reason. And now 2-on-2 the other way. Good job there by Arapahoe, keeping that one out there. Forced to come back on side. Backhanded over by Cannonberg. Over Medeo, not out of the zone. They send it to the top of the circle. Shot comes in. Prokop sends that one off his paddle and up into the mesh. You know what, Coach Schooner, with 2:20 left to go, I'm thinking get this puck out of the zone.
That's a good strategy, right? Makes a lot of sense.
I would think that wouldn't be a bad way to do it. Out of the zone, some pressure in neutral territory, and don't allow them shots like that. And knocked down in front. Good job, Howland on defense again in the slot. Another shot coming in. It's losers in front, and it's in the net. Unbelievable turn of events here in the third. We're tied up at 4. With the Warriors giving up 3 goals in the third frame. We got 2:08 left to go. Wow, I'm kind of speechless right now. Blair at center ice, pushing this one forward. Blair putting the pressure on the offensive zone, taking away.
Shoot.
Stepping in, shot comes in. A bad save by the goalie. Off the glass into the blue line and past. Salazar racing after it, but it's going to be Benevelski getting to it first. Takes it around the other way. Sasha's going to take this one for a walk, making the clean pass up through center ice. Unable to handle it was Woolley at the far side. Salazar in with him. Crunched up against the glass, back out. Woolley shooting that one into the corner. Back out. Gruber stepping in from the blue line. Gruber still has it back under Woolley. He's at the blue line doing some dangling. A little juke and a little side step, but can't get through 2 players. Gruber keeping it in the offensive zone. Final minute of play in the third period. We're all tied up 4-4 in the OTT Sports Network as Gruber keeps that one in. Past Woolley, and now they're racing for it. 2-on-1 for Wyoming. Coming across, takes a shot, and Prokop gets a glove on it, knocking it down. Still behind the net, Wyoming trying to get this one to the front. Wyoming has this on their blade into the corner. Being pushed up by Egelseeder. Another shot doesn't come off. Woolley flips that out of the zone. It's crossed the red line. Pressure on, can't kick it through.
Kick it.
Toto gets knocked down. 24 seconds. Back over, Cannonberg off the glass and out. That's going to be an icing call. With 17.6 left to go, the Warriors are now tied up 4-4 with Wyoming. And there's got to be a timeout Wyoming here. No, they're not going to take it.
No. They're rolling with their momentum and confidence right now.
And the momentum they do have in this period for sure. Prokop saw that one off the draw. Cannonberg gets smushed. Shot comes in, blocked there by Foster. Foster coming across center ice, 5 seconds left to go. Shoot! Oh, and he shoots at his block. Couldn't quite net there, was Egelceder. And we're going to end this one in an unfortunate tie for the Warriors.
Yeah, great game nonetheless, but going into the third period up 4-1, you don't want that.
And that first one was a shorthanded goal. 4-4 final. It'll be 10:15 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll be back here. You guys finish up in Tokyo and Auckland and Canada and wherever you are across the globe. We appreciate every minute that you bring to support this team. They love you. We love you. I'm Harry Haviland alongside Shooter McGowan. We're at the Edge Ice Arena now, and we'll be back here in the morning. Until then, I'm signing out.